Porch lights flickering, a ghost of what we were. I'm tracing every shadow, looking for a blur of the way you used to lean your head against the frame. Now the silence is the only thing that remembers your name. I saw you at the corner, just a block or two away. I had 1,000 broken pieces of things I wanted to say, but you just walk on by like I'm a stranger in the rain, like we didn't share a heartbeat, like we didn't share the pain. You've got that steady pace and eyes fixed on the blue, while I'm still standing frozen in the ghost of me and you. Yeah, you walk on by and leave the wreckage on the floor, like I'm just a house you don't live in anymore. Reached out, almost called your name aloud, but you look so much lighter, drifting through the crowd. You've washed the memories off, I can see it in your stride, while I'm still drowning in the secrets that we used to hide. Your coat is different and your hair is cut so short. I'm just a sinking ship and you found a brand new port. Is it easy to forget the way my hand felt in your palm? How did you find the storm and then just find the calm? I'm a footnote in your story, a page you had to burn, but I'm still memorizing lessons I was never meant to learn. And you just walk on by like I'm a stranger in the rain, like we didn't share a heartbeat, like we didn't share the pain. You've got that steady pace and eyes fixed on the blue, while I'm still standing frozen in the ghost of me and you. Yeah, you walk on by and leave the wreckage on the floor, like I'm just a house you don't live in anymore. Walk on by. Don't look back, 'cause I'm still here, just a shadow in your rearview mirror. Keep going, I'll just stay, watching you walk on by. The record spins, a ghost of us in the corner of the room. The candlelight is flickering, fading way too soon. I'm reaching for a shadow where your hand used to be, just a hollow space in the air between the memory and me. I've memorized the rhythm of the way you used to breathe. The kitchen floor is cold tonight. The house is way too still. I told myself I'd let you go, but I know I never will. I can almost feel your jacket, I can almost smell your skin, but the melody is changing and the walls are closing in. Every step I take is heavy, every turn is out of line. I'm still keeping tempo while you're keeping out of mind. They say that time will mute the sound, but the silence is the loudest thing I've found. How do I stop the swaying? How do I end the show when my heart is still staying, but your feet already let go? And we're dancing in the ruins of the promise that we made, moving to the music of a love that had to fade. I'm holding on to nothing, spinning in the dark, trying to find the fire from a cold and dying spark. It's a slow and lonely measure, a bitter broken trance. God, it hurts to be the only one left in this dance. The music's over now, but I'm still standing here somehow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Just me. I'm still setting the table for two, watching the steam rise from your favorite mug. The silence in this kitchen is a brand new kind of blue, and I'm still reaching for a ghost I used to hug. I checked the driveway just to see if you were home, but the oil stain is the only thing you left behind. It's funny how a house feels like a catacomb when I'm the only heartbeat I can find. And I'm still living in yesterday, where the porch lights on and you're walking through the door. I'm begging the sun not to take the stars away, because waking up means you don't love me anymore. Yeah, the calendar is lying, it says just collapsed right there, wondering which version of us you decided to free. Was it the night we danced until our feet were sore, or the morning we stopped talking and just stared at the wall? I take the screaming and the slamming of the door just to have any version of you at all. The clock on the wall is a heartless machine, clicking and ticking, pushing me further from you, telling me move on like I'm some kind of routine. There's no after when the before was so true. I'm a record with a scratch, playing our favorite line over and over, pretending you're mine. And I'm still living in yesterday, where the porch lights on and you're walking through the door. I'm begging the sun not to take the stars away, because waking up means you don't love me anymore. Yeah, the calendar is lying. It says a year has passed, but I'm stuck in the second before we breathed our last. I'm just a shadow that forgot how to fade, still living in the yesterday we made. The sun is coming up, bleeding through the blinds. Another day I didn't ask for, another hill to climb. I'll close my eyes and try to find the way back to the safety of yesterday. Of yesterday. Finally got my license last week, just like we always talked about. I pulled out of the driveway, quiet and weak, driving past the places we can't live without. The seat next to me is a ghost in the glass. I'm checking the mirror, just waiting for you to pass. And I'm driving through the suburbs, crying alone, 'cause you're not the one who's calling my phone. I got the freedom I wanted, the keys in my hand, but I'm lost in a city I don't understand. Yeah, I got my license, but I lost my way. Now I'm just driving the hurt through the gray. I passed by your house, but the lights were all dim. I wonder if you're inside laughing with him. Is he better at listening? Does he know your coffee order? Or is he just a bridge to help you cross the border of the mess that we made and the love that we swore? I'm stuck at the red light and you're out the door. Red lights, stop signs, everything's a blur. I'm a stranger to the person that I used to be with her. I thought this was the start, but it feels like the end. How do I drive when I've got no one to defend? The engine is humming a song of regret. I'm miles away, but I haven't left yet. And I'm driving through the suburbs, crying alone, 'cause you're not the one who's calling my phone. I got the freedom I wanted, the keys in my hand, but I'm lost in a city I don't understand. Yeah, I got my license, but I lost my way. Driving the hurt through the grave. Just driving past the park, past the school, past the us we used to be. I got my license today, but you're not here to see. No, you're not here to see. Coffee's getting cold on your side of the bed, and I'm still replaying every word that you said. The silence in this hallway is starting to scream. I'm wide awake now, but I'd rather be in a dream. I reach for your hand, but I'm grabbing the air. Just a ghost of a feeling that's no longer there. 'Cause there ain't no sunshine since you walked out the door. Just a shadow of the man that I was once before. The sky is still blue, but it feels like light. Watching the world while I'm waiting to die. Every I love you is a hollow design. There ain't no sunshine when you aren't mine. I saw your old sweater at the back of the shelf. It smells like the secrets we kept to ourselves. I tried to move on, tried to find someone new, but they're just a flicker in the memory of you. Now the rain's hitting harder against the glass pane, like it's trying to wash out the sound of your name. They say time is a healer, that the bleeding will stop, but I'm still at the the gray of the morning and the weight of the gloom. No, there ain't no sunshine anymore. I'm still checking the door like you're coming home, but the hallway's quiet and the air feels like stone. I reached for your hand in the middle of the night, but I'm grabbing at shadows, chasing the light. You left your favorite sweater on the back of the chair. It still smells like you, but you aren't there. And I know it's over. I heard the door slam, but I'm still picking up the pieces of who I am. The silence is screaming your name in the dark. How do I breathe with this hole in my heart? Yeah, I know it's over. My fire's gone cold, but I'm still holding on to a hand I can't hold. The coffee is bitter, the bed is too wide. There's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. I see a ghost in the steam on the glass, watching the minutes and the memories pass. You said we'd be forever, but forever got tired. Now I'm standing alone in the house we fired, and I know it's over. I heard the door slam, but I'm still picking up the pieces of who I am. The silence is screaming I'm still tracing the outlines of where you used to lay, while the silence in this bedroom gets louder every day. I memorized your laughter like a prayer I used to say. Now I'm just a ghost in a house where we used to play. So go ahead and go your own way, even if it leaves me in the gray. I'll hold the pieces while they break, and love the shadows for your sake. Just fly so high you forget my name. I'll stay behind and take the blame. The coffee's getting cold and the sunlight feels like rain. I'm looking for a version of us that doesn't feel like pain. You're reaching for a horizon I can't help you find, while I'm just the anchor that you're leaving far behind. I won't beg you to stay, I won't put up a fight. I'll just be the moon watching over your flight. It's a beautiful tragedy, a slow motion fall, to love you enough to let you have it all. So go ahead and go your own way, even if it leaves me in the gray. I'll hold the pieces while they break, and love the shadows for your sake. Just fly so high you forget my name. I'll stay behind and take the blame. Go on, don't look back at the mess we made. I'm just the price that had to be paid. Go your own way. Saw your car pull up outside, same way you did 1,000 times, but the air felt heavy, the silence loud, like a ghost was standing in the crowd. You reached for your keys, then looked away, with a million things you didn't say. So tell me, are we still friends? Or is this where the story ends? Can we look at each other the colors faded to a shade of gray. Since the moment that you walked away. Let's stay close, that's what you swore, but I don't know who you are anymore. Is it a mercy or is it a lie to keep me hanging on a goodbye? Are we still friends, or is this just how the story ends? Can we look at each other without the pain, or are we just strangers with the same last name? The bridge is broken, the water's cold, and I'm still holding what I shouldn't hold. I'll see you around, I guess, in the echoes of this mess. Just a nod, a wave, a pretend smile. Are we friends, or has it been too long a mile? Are we still friends? I don't think we The coffee's getting cold on your side of the bed, and I'm still replaying every word that you said. You're staring at the door like you're already gone, while I'm just a shadow trying to hold on to the dawn. I memorized the map of the lines on your hand, but I'm building a kingdom on sinking sand. 'Cause I can't make your heart beat in time with mine. I can't rewrite the stars or turn back the time. I can give you my soul, every breath, every plea, but I can't make you find what you're looking for in me. No, I can't make you love me if you've already set yourself free. I'm tracing the silence that lives in the hall, and hanging our memories back up on the wall. but the colors are fading, turning to gray, and no amount of sorry can make you stay. It's a lonely kind of hollow, beautiful way to love someone more than a spirit can take. Do I scream at the ceiling? Do I whisper your name when I know that to you it's all just a game that you've already finished? You've put down the cards while I'm left here sweeping up all of these shards. No, I can't make your heart beat in time with mine. I can't rewrite the stars or turn back the time. I can give you my soul, every breath, every plea, but I can't make you find what you're looking for in me. No, I can't make you love me if you've already set yourself free. So go on and leave, take the light from the room. I'll learn how to breathe in this beautiful bloom. I can't make you love me. God knows that I tried. I'm just the ghost you left behind. The silence in this hallway has a different kind of way. I'm staring at the pictures that we hung up just to wait for a future that you promised, for a life we'd never see. Now I'm drowning in the echoes of the you and me. I'll survive the way the winter meets the cold. I'll survive the stories that will never be told. Even though my heart is beating in a rhythm I don't know, I will find a way to breathe after I let you go. I see your ghost in every light that flickers in the hall. I'm learning how to stand when everything began to fall. Your name is just a whisper on the edges of my tongue, a melody of us that we should have never sung. It's not the fire that kills you, it's the ash left in the air. It's the habit of reaching, and you're I'm still sitting in this empty kitchen chair, counting the shadows that you left everywhere. I keep your ghost on the passenger side, just to feel the echo of a better ride. I tried to scrub the scent of you off the floor, but the silence just keeps knocking at my door. So take a look at me now. If you've got the heart, I'm the beautiful mess you tore right apart. I'm a house with no windows, a sky with no blue, just a hollowed out version of the man girl you knew. Yeah, take a look at me now. Can you even see the pieces of the person I used to be? Your side of the bed is a cold open grave, and I'm drowning in all the I love yous I saved. I saw your picture on a stranger's screen, looking like you've never known what lonely means, while I'm tracing the cracks in the bathroom tile, trying to remember how to fake a smile. They say time is a healer, but time is a thief. It stole all my joy and it doubled my grief. You're out there breathing in the morning air, while I'm choking on the words you left hanging there. So take a look at me now. If you've got the heart, I'm the beautiful mess you tore right apart. I'm a house with no windows, a sky with no blue, just a hollowed out version of the man girl you knew. Yeah, take a look at me now. Can you even see the pieces of the person I used to be? Take a look at me now, before the rest of me fades. Take a look, because I'm almost gone. The coffee's getting cold on your side of the bed. I'm still replaying every single word you never said. The silence in this hallway is screaming out your name, and I'm just a ghost here trying to fan a dying flame. I still see a key sitting right by the door, like you're coming back to tell me we're okay once more. They tell me that time is a healer, a friend, but time's just a highway 'cause I remember everything, the gold and the gray, the way your eyes shifted before you looked away. I remember the promise, and I remember the lie, the taste of the forever in your very last goodbye. Every shadow on the wall, every winter, every spring, you got to forget. But I remember everything. I walked past the diner where we carved our designs, two messy hearts tangled in the crooked lines. Now someone else is sitting in our favorite booth, while I'm still out here searching for a different kind of truth. How do you unlove a soul? How do you let go of the light when I'm still tracing your silhouette in the middle of the night? I remember the scent of your coat in the rain, the way that you love to cover the pain. I remember the music, the dust in the air, and waking up reaching for you, but you weren't there. Yeah, I remember everything, the gold and the gray, the way your eyes shifted before you looked away. I remember the promise, and I remember the lie, the taste of the forever in your very last goodbye. Every shadow on the wall, every winter, every spring, you got to forget. But I remember everything. The porch light is flickering, losing its spark, just like the memories I keep in the dark. I'm a library of us, every page, every sting. God, I wish I didn't remember everything. Everything. I remembered. I I'm still driving down the 45, where the ghosts of us are still alive. I keep the radio low just to hear you breathe in the empty space you had to leave. The seat is pushed back right where you like, a silent witness to the way we fought and hiked through the jagged parts of a love gone wrong. Now I'm just a melody without a song. These are the tracks of my tears, etched in the dust of the wasted years. Every mile is a memory I cannot run. Under the glare of a setting sun, the road goes on, but I'm standing still, chasing a ghost against my will. Yeah, the engine's humming, but the silence hears the heavy tracks of my lonely tears. Past the diner where we carved our names, before the sparks turned into flames, I almost pulled over, almost called your phone. Then I remembered I'm driving alone. The rain starts falling, blurring the glass, watching the life we intended pass. The wipers are rhythmic, a steady beat, like a heart that suffered a total defeat. There's no map for where I'm going now. I'd turn it around if I just knew how. But the bridges burn and the signs are blurred, and goodbye was the very last thing I heard. These are the tracks of my tears, etched in the dust of the wasted years. Every mile is a memory I cannot run. Under the glare of a setting sun, the road goes on, but I'm standing still, chasing a ghost against my will. Yeah, the engine's humming, but the silence hears the heavy tracks of my lonely tears. Just a long stretch of highway, and the salt on my skin, where you ended, and I can't begin. The coffee's cold, the bed is made for two, but I'm just staring at the space where you used to whisper promises like they were true. Now the silence is a weight I can't move. I'm tracing out lines of your ghost in the hall, waiting for a shadow that'll never fall. So go ahead and cry me a river, 'cause I've already drowned in the sea. Every tear is a shiver of the ghost of who we used to be. You said forever, then you walked out the door. Now picture in a frame on the floor, cracked and dusty like a closed-off door. Funny how the perfect parts are what hurt the most. Now I'm just a guest here, living with a ghost. You're sorry now, well, sorry is just a word, the loneliest sound that I've ever heard. Build a bridge with your excuses, watch it crumble in the rain. There's no use in making truces when you're the author of my pain. The floodgates are open, the water is high, but I've run out of tears to match yours tonight. So go ahead and cry me a river, 'cause I've already drowned in the sea. Every tear is a shiver of the ghost of who we used to be. You said forever, then you walked out the door. Now I'm just wreckage washed up on the shore. Yeah, cry me a river, but you can't wash away the regret anymore. Let it rain, let it pour. I don't feel it anymore. Just a river running cold, running out of time to be yours. I watched you turn the mirror into a holy shrine, tracing every shadow, making sure the light would shine on the hollow spaces where a heart was meant to be. You were busy loving you, and you forgot to look at me. You're so vain, you probably think this ache is for your grace, like I'm crying just because I miss the beauty of your face. While you're trading for the person that I thought was deep inside, while you're drowning in the reflection of your own designer pride. Yeah, you're so vain, you don't even see the bridge you burn. To you I'm just another page you think You've already turned. You carry your charisma like a weapon in your hand, building golden castles on a foundation made of sand. I reached out for a savior, but I only touched a ghost. It's the silence in your empathy that hurts the absolute most. It's a lonely kind of orbit, spinning around your sun, waiting for a thank you or a look at what we've done. But you only see the trophies, never see the scars. You're too busy counting ego to ever count the stars. So go ahead and take a bow. The audience is gone. I'm tired of being the background noise to your favorite song. You're so vain, and I'm finally breaking the chain. I'm still checking the door like you're coming home, but the silence is the only thing I've ever known. I left your coffee mug right where it used to be. Now it's just a monument to what's left of me. The ghosts of our laughter are haunting the hall, and I'm just a shadow leaning against the wall. I'm reaching for a hand that isn't there, breathing in the ghost of your perfume in the air. How do I unlove the only soul I've ever known, when every road I take leads back to being alone? Now I'm standing at the end of the road we built, watching every promise drown in regret and guilt. You were my horizon, my north star, my home. Now I'm just a traveler in the great unknown. It's a long way down when you fall from grace, and I'm losing the memory of your face. Yeah, we reached the end of the road. Pictures are fading, or maybe it's just my eyes, from 1,000 nights of living through these goodbyes. I told the moon about the way you used to smile, but even the stars haven't seen you in a while. I'm tracing the cracks in the pavement we laid, just trying to of the road. Is there a map for a heart that's been torn apart, or a light for the finish that looks like the start? I'd walk 1,000 miles back through the rain just to hear you call out my name again. But the pavement stops here. Still take my coffee with a shadow on the right, where your hand used to rest in the early morning light. I haven't moved the books, I haven't changed the sheets. I'm still living in the echoes of a heart that used to beat. They say that time's a healer, but it's just a clever thief, stealing every memory and leaving only grief. Now you're the X factor, the ghost in every room, the gravity that pulls me back to everything we ruined. I'm a fraction of a person solving for the why, stuck breathe a different air? Do you look at someone else and forget that I was there? Or are you haunted too by the ghost of what we tried? By the version of ourselves that went and curled up and died? 'Cause you're the X factor, the ghost in every room, the gravity that pulls me back to everything we ruined. I'm a fraction of a person, solving for the why, stuck inside the variables of a long and cold goodbye. You were my whole equation, now the math just don't add up. I'm just a bit of dregs left in a broken porcelain cup, solving for X. But X is always gone, just a hollow space where the light used to be on. Yeah, you're the factor, the only thing I can't outrun. The coffee's cold, the bed is made for two, but there's a desert in the space that used to hold you. I'm tracing circles in the dust on the floor, watching the sunlight crawl away through the door. I thought we were the mountains, steady and tall, but I didn't see the cracks, I didn't feel the fall. The ground is moving, I'm losing my grip, falling through the silence of a sinking ship. Now it's a landslide, and I'm buried in the sound of every promise that we leveled to the ground. I'm reaching for the air, but I'm choking on the why, watching every forever just crumble and die. You were my gravity, my place to hide. Now I'm just a ghost caught in the landslide. I found your ring in the pocket of my coat, a tiny silver anchor that no longer floats. The memories are heavy, they're coming down fast. A million I love yous that weren't built to last. The map we drew is folded and torn. I'm shivering in a house that used to be warm. They say that time can just a ghost caught in the landslide. The dust is settling now. I'm still waiting for the sky to clear somehow. But the mountain is gone. Yeah, the mountain is gone. Just me on the debris. I left my keys on your kitchen counter, the same place they've sat for 1,000 days. But this time the silence is getting louder, and I'm losing my mind in the empty space. We used to be coffee and Sunday mornings. Now I'm just a ghost in a house we built. I missed every sign and the quiet warnings. Now I'm drowning deep in the secret guilt. And I remember it all too well, the way you looked away, the words you didn't have the heart to say, a broken promise in a crowded room, the winter chill that arrived too soon. It's the hollow life in the center of my chest, the part of me that never got to rest. Yeah, I'm trapped in the heaven of the hell we made, watching every color start to fade. I remember it all too well. I saw your car in the rain last Tuesday. I almost pulled over to call your name, but you're living a life in a brand new way. And I'm just a player who lost the game. Do you still keep that photo inside your wallet? Or did you burn the bridge and the memory too? 'Cause I'm still standing right where you left it, searching for pieces of meaning you. They say that time is a healer, but time is a thief. It steals the joy and it leaves the grief. I'm a page in a book you've already read, just a collection of things we never said. Was I just a season? Was I just a phase? lost in the smoke of your vanishing gaze. Oh, to where the taste of the song, the sound of the door. I don't even know who I am anymore. Just a heartbeat skipping in the dark, a dying flame from a faded spark. I remember it all. I'm still setting the table for two. Habit is a hollow thing when I'm without you. The tea goes cold, the shadows grow long in a house that still hums with the ghost of our song. I reach for your hand in the middle of the night, but I'm just grasping at the fading moonlight. They say that time is a healer, a friend, but time is just a hallway that never seems to end. We belong together, or so I was told. Now I'm just a story that stopped being told. You were the rhythm, I was the beat. Now I'm just a stranger on a one-way street. God, it's a lie that I'm doing fine when every yours still feels like mine. We belong together, but you're no longer here, and I'm just a heart drowning in its own tears. I saw your coat hanging back by the door. I haven't the courage to move it anymore. It still holds the scent of the rain and your skin, a reminder of the world I'm no longer in. I'm a page in a book that you've already read, living on the words that we should have said. Is there a place where the broken go, where the always and forevers still have a glow? Because I'm stuck in the wreck of the me and you, trying to breathe in a room with no view. but you're no longer here. We belong together, at least that's what I whisper so the walls can hear. Yeah, we belong together in a year that's gone, in a dream that's clear. Just now. The moonlight spilling cold across the floor, right where your boots don't rest by the door anymore. I'm wearing your old sweater just to feel the ghost of the version of us that I miss the most. The needle drops, the static starts to hum, waiting for a footstep that's never gonna come. Now I'm dancing on my own in the kitchen light, tripping over shadows, middle of the night, reaching for a hand that isn't there to hold, trying to keep warm while the tea turns cold. It's a slow motion heartbreak, a one-sided show, just me and silence with nowhere to go. I see us in the window, a reflection of the past. We were built for the long haul, but we didn't last. Now the rhythms are wrong and the tempo's too high. I'm out of breath, just waving goodbye to the boy who used to spin me till the world went blurred. Now I'm screaming your name and it's never even heard. They say the music stops eventually, but the ringing in my ears is your memory. I'm keeping the beat pictures of us start to fall. Yeah, I'm dancing on my own. Just me and the echo, all alone. I'm still tracing the outlines of where you used to lay. The silence in this bedroom has too much to say. I bought the coffee you like, then I remember the door. You don't live behind this heartbeat anymore. They say that time is a healer, but time is a thief. It stole every promise and left me the grief. Now I'm a ghost in a city we built out a light, just trying to make it through one more night. And oh, you ought to know how the walls started shaking, how the forever we whispered was just in the making. You walked away like it didn't cost a thing, while I'm still here choking on the weight of your ring. You're happy now, or so I've been told, but you ought to know. It's so damn cold. I saw your car at the light, and I forgot how to breathe. It's funny how easy you found it to leave. You've got a new set of stories, a new hand to hold, while mine are still shaking, just trying to grow. Did you erase me, or just tuck me away like a book on a shelf that you'll never replay? I'm not asking for mercy or for you to come home. I just hate that you're fine being alone without me. Yeah. You ought to know how the walls started shaking, how the forever we whispered was just in the making. You walked away like it didn't cost a thing, while I'm still here choking on the weight of your ring. You're happy now, or so I've been told, but you ought to know. It's so damn cold. You ought to know. I still look for your face. You ought to know. No one who's taking your place. I'm just a shadow of the girl boy you once knew, and you ought to know I'm still breaking for you. I'm still breaking. You ought to know. The sky is bruised in shades of violet and gray, the kind of color that doesn't wash away. I'm standing in the kitchen where we used to dance, tracing ghosts of a second chance. You left your keys and a silence so loud. Now I'm just a face in a darkening crowd, and I'm standing in the purple rain, trying to drown out the sound of your name. Every drop is a memory, cold and deep, a promise that you didn't care to keep. The world is bleeding indigo and blue, and I'm just a shade of what I was with you. The lavender scent on your side of the bed is a heavy crown resting on my head. I watch the sunset turn into a bruise, counting all the parts of me I had to lose. The streetlights flicker like a dying spark, leaving me alone here in the velvet dark. They say the morning brings a walking through the rooms where we used to dance. Just a ghost of a girl in a broken romance. The coffee's still cold on the bedside table. I try to forget you, but I'm just not able. You took the color, you took the light, and left me alone in the middle of the night. I have nothing now that you're gone, just a hollow chest where a heart used to belong. I'm reaching for shadows, I'm chasing the wind, trying to find where the ending begins. My pockets are empty, my spirit is dry. I have nothing but the tears in my eyes. I see your face in the glass of the store, but I don't recognize who I am anymore. You were the anchor, you were the shore. Now I'm just drifting, I can't take anymore. Every forever was a beautiful lie. Now I'm just watching the world pass me by. They say time is a healer, they say I'll be fine, but they are